What's up, my little flowers? Welcome back to hell. Well, here we are, guys. I'm back. Hey guys, this is a quick editor's note. I just wanted to come in and say this because it's pretty important. This is something that I'm filming after I finished editing the complete first part of this. This was originally supposed to be one video. I was supposed to rank every single BTS song that I had listed in one video, and that was supposed to be it, but I cannot do that. My computer will explode, and I don't think someone wants a 2-hour long video uploaded. I don't know. The footage of all of the ranking of every single song was close to 5 hours, and I've managed to cut it down significantly. This part, which is the first half, it'll be split into 2 halves. I've managed to cut down into 30 minutes, and the second half I'm not finished editing yet, but I'll be done by tomorrow, and so that's either going to be 30 minutes or maybe closer to an hour, since those have songs that I want to say some more things about more in depth. I'm sorry that I have to split this into 2 parts for people who aren't interested in BTS or this ranking. I know that's a little bit annoying, but just know that after those 2 parts are released, we will be releasing the LGBTQ plus video, like the video essay about that in the K-pop industry. So the second part will be uploaded tomorrow at around the same time that this one was uploaded. This is currently going to be uploaded on July 9th, so the second part of this will be uploaded tomorrow. I don't want to space it out over a week since I've been gone for 2 weeks and like a half. Here you can just have 2 videos in like 2 days straight. The next part, I have to warn you, might be a little bit more interesting than this one because those are the songs that I really love, because we kind of start out with the Wings album, which is my absolute favorite album by them. So this video, everything's ranked kind of average or above average, but still, this is interesting to watch, and let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys think about the part tomorrow when it comes out as well. I'll let you get back to the video now. This video's taken a long time to make for many reasons. I mean, I knew that ranking the BTS songs was going to be hard, but my opinion just kept changing because it was actually impossible. Like with my Blackpink and TXT list, I was pretty sure in my rankings, but BTS has such a huge discography that spans so many years. Let me just say that this was stressful. And this was actually supposed to be out earlier, but I've been in and out of the hospital again, but this time it was my mom, not me, so don't worry about me personally, but that has kept me busy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Let me just say before we begin, what the hell is going on? Like, literally, guys, I left for 2 weeks and you blow up in numbers. I mean, I've gained almost 300 subscribers in that time, so hello to all the new people. I hope you enjoy it here. But seriously, thank you guys so much. We will talk more about that in the upcoming videos at the end of this one, because I don't want to bore people who might not care about that. And also, if you might not be interested in this video, I have plenty of videos and video essays coming out in the next coming days, so you can come back for those soon. So, BTS. This video is probably going to be long, so I'm going to try and make everything as fast as possible. If you're new to the channel, I'll give you just a very short background on my relationship with the group. BTS is a group that I've been with since their debut, so a very long time. This means that BTS has helped me through a lot in my personal life. I've been here for every era, every comeback, every look, and it's all been a pretty much great time. They helped me a lot during high school and now during college, and I have absolutely nothing but respect and love for these boys. I mean, they're literally my alt group, and even if one day I end up liking or listening to another group more, I do think that BTS will always just hold that alt group spot in my heart just because of what they did for me personally when I found them. I am severely biased towards the eras spanning from the most beautiful moment in life towards the love yourself eras. I love all the eras, don't get me wrong, but those are just really meaningful and nostalgic to me personally. So at the beginning it might seem like I have a harsh rating, but you guys have to remember just how many bangers BTS has. Like, as much as I want to put every song in the top tier, that's not a true ranking and it's kind of boring to watch, so I do have to space it out some more. Also, I do tend to be biased towards vocal songs as compared to rap songs, and that's not just with BTS, that's pretty much with every group, although my bias in BTS is Yoongi, so a rapper. I don't know, make it make sense, self. But I just personally listen to more slower, darker, and vocally focused songs, although a lot of the rap songs did actually make it into the top tier. Okay, so as always, before we begin, I will give this disclaimer and then we can start the ranking. So know that music taste is personal. It's based around our experiences and what touches us in the moment that we hear it, so nobody's list is going to be exactly the same, and I mean no one's. That's perfectly fine. I love all of these songs, so I could understand why any of them would be your personal favorite, as they're all great. I've listened to all these more than I would like to admit, so just know that there is no hate towards any of the songs or the people behind the songs if I rank them lower. These boys are extremely talented, and judging off of how hard it was to make this list just proves that. This is my personal list and opinions, and I would love to know some of your guys' favorites and least favorites, so feel free to share those with me in the comments. As always, I hope you enjoy the video, and let's begin. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the tier list names and kind of what they mean. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory, but we'll just go over them just in case. So the top tier is Bust This Out at My Funeral. These are songs that don't necessarily have to be sad. They can be really upbeat songs and happy, but they are songs that, they have to be the best songs if I'm willing to have them play at my funeral. My funeral is an important event, okay? It's important to my family, it's important to me, so they've got to be great songs that encompass that. The next tier is iconic and industry reset. These are songs that are also great and that I listen to a lot. They are, in words, iconic. They did something either for the industry or for BTS, or they just bang. That's this tier. The next tier is the moment. These are songs that when they came out, they were hits, they were the moment, and they still are the moment, but I don't listen to them as much as these two, but I do still drag them out from time to time and listen to these. The next tier is a cute time. These are songs that are just vibing music. Like, I don't necessarily always listen to these songs, but they're just, if I'm in the mood for some like background music, some vibing music, just something to listen to when I'm bored, I will pull these out if I want to be like happier or just have like a cute time. The next tier list is Let It Play. Now what this means is if I'm listening to BTS, like a playlist of them or them as an artist on a streaming service like Spotify, then if I have it on shuffle and random songs just come up, then if this song comes up, I will not skip it. I'll let it play. It's not a song that I go and look for. It's not a song that I find myself going and typing into Spotify and just having to hear it. But it is a song that if it does come up, I'm not going to skip it. Which leads us into our next category, which is skip time. These are songs that, like the other category, are coming up on a Spotify shuffle list, but instead of letting it play, I'm skipping it. I don't really want to listen to it, and most of these are going to be just instrumentals or intros and outros that are not like long songs. I assume most people don't sit and listen to all of those constantly when they come up all the time. The last tier is I'm Sorry. This is the bottom tier, the worst of the worst, and I'm apologizing for it because I don't want any BTS song to be in here, but there is one. There is only one in this tier. I'll spoil it for you. There is only one in the bottom tier. You guys probably even know what it is if you know a lot about BTS and like how ARMY feels about their music. There's one song that goes down here. We'll see if you're correct when the time comes. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be going through all the albums. I might miss some songs. I just picked a random list off of this website, the Tier Maker website, so you can probably find it if you go and look for it. Just to note, I will be ranking these specific solo songs or covers or Japanese albums or soundtracks because I want to, and because these are ones that I do listen to a lot and that I do like. These, I'm not going to rank all of these down here after Dynamite. None of these are going to be ranked, and it's not because I don't like them, because I do. There are a lot on here that I do like. I'm just not ranking all the Japanese albums and all the solo albums because we're not trying to be here all day, and I feel like those can be completely separate videos. We are going to be starting with BTS intro, Too Cool for School. This is their debut album. Intro Too Cool for School is the iconic intro, and it's something that every ARMY can remember and knows and has listened to, hopefully. Intro Too Cool for School is great, it's iconic, but it has to go in the skip time category just because it's an intro. Like, not because it's bad, just because I can't sit and listen to the intro every time I want to listen to a BTS song, because you guys have to remember, even though I know a lot of us like this, I like it, and it looks bad that it's in this low tier, but it's not. You have to remember how many songs BTS has, like Run, Dope, we have the whole Wings album to get through, and I can't put this up here. Like, where am I going to put Run if I put this up here? You know what I mean? We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is going into a cute time. It's very middle tier for me. I love this song. If it busts out, I will absolutely perform the whole choreography to it, hands down. But compared to their later works, it is still a very good song. But at this time, it was their debut era. They had not 100% figured out what they were doing. They had not 100% figured out what they wanted to do, the message that they wanted to send. I'm not saying it's a bad song, it's a very good song. But there was a lot of stuff that wasn't figured out yet. They were very unsure of it. It's good. I like it. It's a cute time. But there were just style choices that were not there yet. Okay, No More Dream. This is their debut song. I have to give No More Dream props for the choreography. The choreography is outstanding, and No More Dream as a song and as a concept and as a video is absolutely iconic to ARMY. You ask any ARMY and they will immediately start singing No More Dream in their head if you just say the words No More Dream. It is iconic, and I think it is the definition of the moment. No More Dream was a hit when it came out. It was a moment when it came out, and it is a moment today. I can still go back to No More Dream and listen to it, and it is still just as good as it was the first day that I heard it. Like deserves more. I think it's a song that a lot of ARMY know. Like, if they hear it, they know it, but they don't know it by name. Like, it sounds like something they would release today in modern times. It was very up to date. It was very ahead of its time. Go back and listen to Like, and you will probably recognize it, and you will know what I'm talking about. It is catchy, and this might piss some people off, but I'm gonna even rank it above We Are Bulletproof Part 2. Is it more iconic than We Are Bulletproof Part 2? No. But do I like it more? Do I listen to it more? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, now we have Outro Circle Room Cypher. This is an outro, so of course it's going to rank a little bit lower. It was very jokey, it was very cute. I mean, it's a fun time, it's very funny to listen to. I recommend listening to it if you haven't heard it. It really showcases the boys' personalities a lot, and that was really good for their debut era because you didn't know a lot about them yet. They were just fresh off the scene, so it was really interesting to see that through their music. And Outro Circle Room Cypher, I think that's the name of it. It's kind of small, but I think that's right. But this did a really good job of that. Okay, Road Path goes on the Let It Play. It is not a song that I go and seek out or that I type into the Spotify list to listen to, but when it comes on, it's cute. It has good lyrics, it has a good meaning about like choosing different paths in life or what would have happened if we chose different paths. Like it's very interesting, and RM has vocals on it, so it does bang in that regard. If this comes on, it is 100% playing. On to the next album, Oh Are You Late Too, we have the intro, Oh Are You Late Too. This might be a controversial one, but I'm going to put it above the intro for Too Cool for School, solely because it has strings, and I love strings. I am a sucker for strings. You'll see that when we get into the upper rankings, like just how many of these are sad and depressing and have strings in them. This is a very good intro. I like it. But again, it's an intro, so it's not going to rank like up here. No is going to go on a cute time just below We Are Bulletproof Part 2. No, I like. It has a very good message about the critique of the school system, specifically the Korean school system, which is known to be very harsh and to drive kids to have a very high suicide rate in that country. So it does have a hard meaning and very good lyrics. And we had rapper Jungkook in this era. He was still a rapper in this era. I mean, he did vocals, but like, y'all, just give me one more Jungkook rap song, please. We On, I'm gonna put it on Let It Play above Road and Path. So We On is above Road and Path because I also don't go and look for this one. That's why it's on the Let It Play tier. But if it comes on, I like it. I like We On just a little bit more than Road Path because it has kind of a 90s R&B, like hip-hop, even early 2000s hip-hop kind of sound to it. Like, you go and listen to it and it sounds very early 2000s, like when I was growing up type of music. It's very interesting, and it's something that is a very different sound than I have ever heard from them before. So go and listen to that if you haven't. I know a lot of newer ARMYs may not have delved into the older discography yet. This is a song I would recommend as something that's very different from them. The next song is If I Ruled the World. It's going to go right here in between We On and Road/Path. If I Ruled the World, it's a good song. It's catchy. I will say V's voice in this, his like very, very deep voice in this, makes this song stand out a lot. It's a very, very good song if you like V's deeper voice. Go listen to that if that's what you're into. But again, I don't go and search for this song. Maybe I've just forgotten about it, but if it comes on the playlist, I will let it play. Coffee. Coffee is going on a cute time, right below No. Coffee is a very cute song, just like the title of this tier list would have you think. It is a cute song. It's another song that sounds very recent, much like that it could be released today. It has a very smooth kind of sound to it. Jimin's high note in it is outstanding, so it's all around a cute time that just makes me happy to listen to. BTS Cypher Part 1, I'm going to put right here just below We On, and that might offend some people because people really like the cyphers, but you guys have to remember that BTS Cypher Part 1 is, like, in my opinion, not the best cypher. I think all the cyphers get better as you go, so I like Part 4 the best. I think they get better with each iteration of cypher. I think they figure out more what they're doing as they go along, and it sounds really, really good. Of course, Cypher Part 1 is still a banger, and I will still put it on and listen to it, and I will absolutely butcher the words, but I will try. Attack on Bangtan. I do have to put that in the cute time era. This song is very iconic. It is another song that absolutely bangs. pun intended. It is another song that is very iconic in that it's used in a lot of fan-made videos, a lot of variety shows. You guys would recognize it. If you don't recognize the title, go and listen to the first 5 seconds of the song and you will immediately recognize hearing this in some fan-made videos here on YouTube. I'm not even going to try and say this because I'm going to butcher it, so we're just gonna, you guys know what this is, you can read. Sadly, this might irritate some people. I am going to put this song on skip time, and it's the first not intro or outro that goes here. And this is not because I have a problem with the song. It's just not my favorite to listen to sonically. I don't go and look for it, and when it comes on, I do kind of skip it. And I do think it's a good song. I think it has a very good message, and like it's very interesting, and it's very important, like culturally, and about Korea and about accents and stuff. But it's very hard for someone who's not from Korea to kind of appreciate that song or to fully understand it every time you listen to it. It's like if an American made a song about American accents, it's like people who are not from America are going to be like, what the fuck are you on? No one cares. Like, no one understands. So it's very important for Korea and the Korean audience. So I completely understand its importance. But to me, as someone who is from America, I just simply, you know, when they talk about the different districts and the different dialects, it all sounds kind of the same to me because I don't speak Korean, so I can't differentiate the dialects. Just like anyone who doesn't speak English is not going to be able to tell the difference in dialects between English speakers most of the time, at least here in America, because accents are very similar and there's so many of them. So I like the song. I think it has a very good meaning for Korean fans, but as someone who does not understand Korean dialects, it's just confusing to listen to for me. Outro, Love in School. It's again another outro. It is again very, very short, so I'm not going to put it anywhere up here, but I do like the sound of it. Intro, School Love Affair is another intro, so of course it's going here. It does kind of show the rapper's individual style. They each have a segment and each really correlates with their style. And if you have not heard this song, go and listen to it. If you have heard Intro Persona from this album, you would recognize it from this song. Boy in Love is going here. I'm sorry. It's iconic. It's an industry reset. Some of you might disagree with me on that, but this song just bangs. It makes me feel a very certain way. It hits hard. It has so many iconic lines like Hobie's Hakuna Matata line. Y'all know that bangs. Yoongi, I'm a Yoongi bias, so this era of him and his rap and his look, it just hits so hard for me. Jimin, his vocal time to shine, it's here, baby, because he pops off at the end of this song. Now, the song is kind of misogynistic, and we'll get into that. Some of their earlier work was a little misogynistic. In these songs, like the video's a little iffy. But that's fine. I can live with that. If me listening to this song makes me a misogynist, I'll be a misogynist because this song is worth it. It's worth listening to it. I think this is Where Do You Come From, or Where Do You Come From? It's gonna go right here above Road and Path. It's very cute. I think the rap line really shines here. They really have their moment. It is a very interesting production. It stands out. It's very kind of bouncy. It has a bouncy feel to it. I like it. Just One Day. She's here. Miss Girl's here. Just One Day is iconic, and I said what I said. Some of y'all sleep on this song, and I'm not gonna let you do it anymore. The chair choreography, it's outstanding. It's so fun to watch, and I swear, this song is so cute and it's so catchy, but for some reason, maybe you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Maybe I sound like a crazy person. I just become fluent in Korean when this song comes on. Like the entire chorus, I somehow know every word, and I know how to pronounce every word like perfectly, even though I've never seen these words in my life. Like that chorus comes on and I am suddenly fluent in Korean language. I don't know what possesses my soul when this song comes on, but it's what happens. Tomorrow is also going to go on the moment just below Just One Day. Tomorrow is a very good song. It is the beginning, I would say, of BTS. Really, they've always done this, even from their debut, you can hear it. But Tomorrow, the lyrics are really the beginning of BTS pushing this kind of love yourself narrative and being a spokesperson for the youth. And like I said, they were doing that in their debut era with No More Dream. I think RM even says that in one of the debut, in either No More Dream or We Are Bulletproof, even says like this is for the youth or something. But Tomorrow really, if you look at the lyrics, does push it. BTS Cypher Part 2 is going to go right here. It is ranked higher than BTS Cypher Part 1. BTS Cypher Part 2 is a very cute time. It's enjoyable. I do think that Rap Monster's verse in this Part 2 was insane. Suga, his voice, Yoongi, his verse was insanely fast, and it was insanely good and so fun to listen to. My problem with Cypher Part 2 and why it's ranked lower than Part 3 or Part 4 is because it continues to go back to the chorus, and while that does kind of help it have a kind of uniform sound to it, I wasn't a fan of it. Spinebreaker. Okay, this is going to be maybe controversial. I don't know how the general public feels about Spinebreaker, but I know how I feel. It's iconic. It's an industry reset, and you guys need to respect this song more. In this song, Comrade Yoongi comes out. Communist Yoongi comes out. I mean, he is so communist in this song, it's not even funny. And it's hilarious to me because I love it. I love every minute of it. Now, I'm not being like serious, so don't take it seriously, but it's literally a meme, I think, at least in the army circles that I talk to. It is a meme how much Yoongi hates capitalism, and this song just encompasses that. It used to be one of my favorite songs by them back when it was released, and even a little bit after that, it was the song that I played absolutely the most, but like I said, y'all sleep on it. Jump is going to go right here above Where Are You From, or Where Are You From? Where you come from, I don't know, but it's gonna go here. V's voice always shocks me on their older albums, and I don't know why. I mean, I knew he had like a deeper voice, but in these older albums, it's so prevalent and it's so there. I just don't listen to this song that much, that's why it's ranked a little bit lower, but V's line and V's voice in this is what really stands out to me and what I really remember from it. Outro, Purpose, I think that's what it is. Like I said, I can't read these very well. I think it's Purpose. It's good. It's a very good outro. You can see most of the outros and intros are down here, but this has actually managed to come up to where I would let it play. The vocal line really shines here. It's vocal time, baby. The high notes are immaculate. It's all around a great outro, and I really like it, and that's all I have to say about it. Miss Right is going to go in a cute time. It's a cute number. It's actually not one that I've listened to in a while, so it brought back a serious nostalgia for me, and I forgot just how good it was. Like, it's very cheesy, and it's very cringy, but in the best way possible. Intro, What Am I to You, I think that's what this is going here, and yes, it is even going above this song, because I love this intro. The Dark and Wild album has some real bangers on it. It does kind of hit in some places. It is such a nostalgic song for me, and it's just overall a very good intro. It is an incredibly powerful rap in it from RM, so Danger is the moment. And Danger is a title track that is slept on more than I would like to see. Y'all sleep on Danger more than you should. Danger is, no pun intended, a dangerous era. It's hands down Jungkook's era when I watched it, and it just bangs. It's teen angst time, baby. We're ready to get some teen angst in here. We're getting angsty, we're getting emo. It's emo hours only in this bitch. Danger is a bop that you guys sleep on, and you need to listen to it more. War of Hormone. I said what I said, and that's all that needs to be said. This song is so good and hits so hard for no reason. It bangs. I love it. Now, this is the song, if you don't know, War of Hormone is the song that a lot of people make jokes about and say it is very misogynistic. And going back and looking at the lyrics, yeah, it's a little misogynistic. But, again, if I have to be called a misogynist for playing War of Hormone at my funeral, so be it. I will take one for the team, girlies. This will be taken for the team, so we can have this at the funeral, okay? Because this song bangs. This song is a great moment. The video, iconic. The dance, iconic. The whole song, great. I love it. If it makes me a misogynist, that's fine. I'll live with it. Okay, hip hop file. I'm going to put just below Cypher Part 1. Some of y'all do forget about this song, including myself. It has a groovy, kind of chill beat to it, and once again, the rap line shines through it. It's a good song. That's all I have to say about it, because I need to start making these faster. This video is going to be 2 hours long if I don't speed it up. So I'm going to try and say like 1 or 2 sentences about each song. We're going to try and get through it. Let Me Know is going in the moment tier. I mean, it has an iconic Jimin high note in it. It's kind of dark. It has RM's sing rapping in it, so it's just very good song. Rain is gonna go right here in between Like and We Are Bulletproof. Rain is another song that is slept on a lot. This whole album, the whole Danger album, the whole Danger era, is slept on, really. This song is just a chill vibe. Jimin once again pops off in it. He pops off a lot in this album. I do listen to this song when I am depressed, so the title does go with that. Cypher Part 3, I believe that's what is this right here, I think, is going to go right here above Attack on Bangtan. All the ciphers have such a meaning to them, like such a good deep background meaning. I think that's why so many people like them and why they're so iconic. This is the only cipher that has a feature, so that's pretty interesting. It kept it very consistent throughout the song, which was good, and Yoongi's rap is iconic in this. Interlude, What Are You Doing, I think that's what that is. These are so hard to read for me. It has a nice beat, but again, it's not really a full song, so it's gonna go in this tier. Can You Turn Off Your Phone is very cute, and it's very funny to me now that they have a phone sponsor. This song is just hilarious to go back to. I think they have a phone sponsor. They have like a BTS phone, right? I've seen that. I do think this song still has a very good meaning to it, though. It's very cute, it's very iconic, very catchy. Embarrassed is right here above BTS Cypher Part 3. Embarrassed, or Blanket Kick, is another name for it. It's another song that's slept on a lot. It's just cute, and I think the higher notes in it are very, very good. It's just has like a little bouncy vibe to it, and it's just like, it's a time. It's fun. 24/7 Equals Heaven or 24/7 Heaven is right here. No, right here. In between Rain and Like. Danger seems like it would be their rock album or their edgiest album, because the title track, or the promotional comeback, Danger, is such like an edgy song, and the cover art for it is edgy, but ironically it has some of their cutest songs to date on it. This is like a very first love, cute, just vibe. Look Here is going to go right here in Let It Play. Look Here, I've never heard them make another song like this ever. It's just so different, but in a good way. It sounds very jazzy, it sounds kind of old, but still in like a new way that doesn't outdate it. Second Grade is going to go right here below We Are Bulletproof Part 2. Second Grade is a banger. I think this song is, newer armies might not know it, but they don't know the name of it, because it is another song that you would know, like you've heard it a lot, probably in a lot of variety shows or fan videos. It's a very iconic song, but a lot of people just don't know the name of it. This song just makes me happy, and that's all there is to it. Outro, Does That Make Sense, I think, is right here. It's a very cute time. It's high for an outro, very high for an outro. It's an actual song, like it's not 1 minute long. It is once again very, very, very cute. It's very dreamlike, and I think it sets up the next era and the next comeback, which is where we're really getting into some of my favorite songs, so get ready for high rankings. It sets up the Most Beautiful Moment in Life comeback perfectly. Intro, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1, I believe, is going right here. It has strings at the beginning and end of it, which I am a huge fan of, and I am a Yoongi bias, and he does extremely well here on this song. It's very good, and it starts off the album perfectly. I Need You. I mean, did we expect anything less? I Need You is just iconic. It is the very beginning of their storyline. I mean, they have hints of their storyline in older stuff, but I Need You is really the beginning of like where we all started obsessively trying to gather every piece of evidence we could to piece together what the hell was happening in the story, that some of us still aren't sure what's happening. I Need You has such deep lyrics that I only realized after personal relationship experience. Like, when I first listened to the song when it came out, I was just like, oh yeah, this is a good song, I like it, like I loved it, but listening to the lyrics, I didn't really understand it. But going back and like having relationship experience now and being in a few relationships that kind of do fit what I Need You's message was, is very eye-opening. And of course, we have to give I Need You its moment, and we have to talk about it, because it did blast BTS into mainstream popularity. Like, I Need You was the song that really, really set them off. Hold Me Tight is a cute time. It is the top of a cute time tier for now. It is a song that I actually forgot about. It's just a little vibe, but it has very, very sad lyrics. It does set up the album well for like this theme of loss of love or disinterest. So very interesting in that regard. Dope is iconic. An industry reset. Dope is such a banger. You guys all know Dope. It is another title track. It is insane. The choreography for it, great. The rap, the lyrics, the vocals, great. The outfits, everything about Dope is great. Boys with Fun is going to go right here. Boys with Fun is another iconic song, and it's just fun. It's just all around fun, and V's voice is very good in this. So, Boys with Fun is, pun intended, fun. Converse High, right there. I said what I said. Converse High is so nostalgic for me. It is one of the classics. It's one of my favorites from that era. Yoongi's rap on this, wild. He was wilding out. I just want to, listen to this song and stroll down the street in some Converse while listening to this song. How is this song not in a commercial for Converse yet? I don't understand. Maybe because Yoongi does shit on Converse in his verse. Maybe that's why. Moving on is going to go right here. Moving On is very, very good. It is a very reflective, kind of sad song. Hobie's rap in it is very, very good. It marks their first success, like the beginnings of BTS as we know them now. These songs are very interesting to look at now, knowing how successful BTS would become. Like going back and reading the lyrics today, knowing just how big BTS is very, very interesting to do. Outro, Love Is Not Over. I said what I said. This is a high-ranking outro for a reason. Y'all sleep on this like no other. For real, like I'm being honest. This song is so beautiful, and it wraps up the entire album so perfectly. Love is painful, and breakups can make you never want to try it again, but in their message, love is not over. Like, you're going to continue to fall in love with people. You're going to continue to try and get in relationships, because love is just such a powerful and great thing to be in. Intro, Nevermind, is going to go right here. This song is so meaningful. It motivates me so much. It just I will, I want to crash my car to this a lot. You don't know, I can't play this song in my car, because if I play Intro Nevermind in my car, I will crash it into a building. But I don't do that because BTS wouldn't approve of that, because that's not very love yourself of me. Run, here's Miss Girl, here's the woman of the hour. She's here, our favorite, she's here. Run, iconic. Run is filled with such nostalgia, and it's so iconic, and it's literally the definition of being everyone's era. Everyone shined in Run. Everyone looked great. I mean, they always look great, but Run, there was no one that stood out and was oh yeah, they own this era, because they all owned it. It is so catchy. It's I just want to dance to it. I literally am in a music video when this comes on. I just pretend that I'm in the music video. It is so good. It is one of my favorite title tracks from them. I cannot praise this song enough. It is the definition of iconic. Butterfly, I said what I said again. This album is very good. I mean, I told you I was heavily biased towards this era. Butterfly is such a good song to begin with, but then if you've seen the fan theories on what it's about, and I can't remember if BTS ever confirmed that this is what it's about, but the fan theories about it being the meaning of loving someone who is suicidal is so beautiful. If you look at the lyrics with that in mind, it will make me cry. And this song has saved my life, literally saved my life more than once. It is just so pretty. It literally makes you feel like a butterfly. When they sing Butterfly, it just feels like you're floating through the air. It's so great, so meaningful, and I don't know many people who can write and sing a song like this. Walian, I think that's how you pronounce it. Walian 52 is going here in the moment category. Walian, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, 52 is very iconic. It's one that ARMYs like a lot. It has the iconic whale in it that you kind of see in other BTS songs or videos. It makes a cameo. What's up? It has another deep meaning. You really see the love yourself and the love yourself era stuff starting to come in to what they're doing. And it is a very creative idea of the most lonely whale in the ocean. It's a very interesting concept. It's very good lyrically. Ma City. Right here. It's not my favorite on the album, but it's still good. It's like, even though it's not my favorite on the album, you see how high it is still ranked. It's very guitar heavy. It's like such a vibe, like it has this party type of vibe. It just proves that this is such a good album. I didn't realize how much I love this album until I went through this ranking. I mean, this album is top tier. Speaking of top tier, now maybe that's the hoe in me talking. Maybe the hoe took over for these two songs and said, listen, we have sad songs. We need these. We need the hoe anthems. We need something to bust down to at our funeral. It's iconic. It has an iconic dance. Y'all all know it. Don't pretend like you don't watch fan cams of this dance. I know you do. So I gotta rank it high for that. It has a banging chorus, and it does make me want to knock stuff over. Autumn Leaves, right here. Oh, right there. Autumn Leaves is just another sad banger. I can't tell you guys how much I love this album's theme of like love falling apart and being left with just the pieces and all the broken pieces. The like idea of like autumn leaves or dead leaves crumbling, the house of cards, which we'll see as the next song, Falling. It's all about love falling apart and being left with that, and it's very, very beautiful. House of Cards, y'all already know why it's up here. I don't have to say anything. Once again, the hoe side makes an appearance. House of Cards, it's good for two reasons. International armies say that it sounds like very sexy, like 50 Shades of Grey type of music, and it does. Like, if you don't know what they're saying, or you don't look at the lyrics, it does have that kind of feel. But like the Korean armies and the people who can speak Korean that listen to the music are literally over here crying over the lyrics, while the international armies who don't speak Korean are like busting it down. It lyrically is very genius. Like the idea that a house of cards will always fall. Like literally it's always going to fall. You can't keep a house of cards forever because they're such fragile things. And if you're inside that house of cards, you can't stop it from falling on you and crushing you, because the weight of those cards coming down will crush you. And you want to hold on to it. And like when people are building a house of cards, they try very hard to be steady and to make sure to do nothing that could tip it over, but in the end it's always going to tip over. It can't be forever. It's a very beautiful theme, and it wraps up the album with this theme perfectly. And that'll be the ending of part 1. Again, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry for having to split this into 2 parts, guys, but if I were to try to upload it all as one video, my computer would actually implode, because it's trying to implode while it's trying to download and upload this first part. Like, it's going to explode. My computer's just not meant for that. I have a lot of files that I need to clear off. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like the ranking, even if you don't agree with it and it's not your ranking. I hope you got some enjoyment out of watching it, and let me know what your ranking is for these songs. You don't have to give me any songs that are coming up in the second part. Save that for the second part. I'm talking about these songs only. Tell me what you think about these. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again for over 700 subscribers. That's insane. Leave your ideas for videos that you want to see in the comments below, and we'll talk about that. And at the end of tomorrow's video, I will talk about the upcoming videos a bit more in detail. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.